Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a lot of weather to talk about, including snow, bitter cold weather after Thanksgiving, so let's get right into it. First, there are a couple of thunderstorms in far southern Texas into northern Mexico. The stronger ones are on the southern side of this, but there is a flash flood warning. Now let's get into some of the GFS models. There's a huge winter storm up there in the northern United States. Lake effect snow is also going on. We can see 1 to 2 feet or 2 to 3 feet of snow in these areas. So make sure stay off the roads. There are some winter storm warnings up there, and winter weather advisories and blizzard warnings are also in effect because there's some really strong winds. We'll get into the winds later in the video. But yeah, so that's something to watch out for. Yeah, again, lake effect snow is possible in those areas. Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, all those places. And then this is going to clear out. There's going to be a little bit of lake effect snow over there on the lakes, but it's not going to be as bad. A second winter storm is also possible. So let's get into this GFS model. So yeah, there's that winter storm up there that's going on. That's bringing some lake effect snow and all that. But what's after that? What's going to happen after that? We're going to get into that. So it looks like it's going to stay pretty calm over the central United States with a high pressure system in place. Some more snow is possible up in the Pacific Northwest into Idaho, northern Colorado, and that could bring another winter storm for the northern Missouri, northern Kansas, Iowa, and all those areas. There's also a risk for some severe weather, maybe small hail damaging winds, maybe an isolated tornado threat, but it's not looking that high. But there's still a threat. And then a low pressure system will bring some snow and rain to the Pacific Northwest. So make sure if anyone lives in Washington, Oregon, watch out for some snow. But this is pretty far out, and it's hard to tell what's actually going to happen. And then that high pressure system will stay in the central to southwestern United States, bring some drought conditions. There could be another winter storm up in the northeast, so that's going to be something to watch out for. And then some snow flurries will be possible down in the central United States, but this is really far out, so it's too late to pick out the little details like that. Now we're looking at the jet stream, one of the most important GFS things. So we got a dip in the jet stream in the northeast. That's going to continue to bring snow to the northeast, like the Ohio Valley into the northeast. And then, it's going to be a pretty active pattern. The jet stream will kind of bend down a little bit more, and then that's going to bring some snow and rain to the central United States. And then it's real far out. It's a little hard to know what exactly is going to happen since it's so far out, but it looks like we're going to see, a pretty active pattern. Another dip in the jet stream is possible, and that could bring some snow to the Ohio Valley into the northeast. Now we're looking at temperature anomalies. So some really cold air is going to move into the United States, especially the eastern United States, right around on and after Thanksgiving. That's going to bring some temperatures, 20s, lower 20s, the lower 30s in the eastern United States. So Florida, you are going to experience some pretty cold weather. Colder than usual. There's going to be another area of cold weather back behind that. That's kind of just going to creep in and move into the Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kentucky, Tennessee, all those areas, and that's going to move through and bring some really cold weather. So this hasn't really changed a lot in the last video, how I said that really cold air is just going to all of a sudden move in, really warm air right next to very cold air. That's kind of the same story of what's going to happen there, and that can bring some severe weather. So after that, some very cold air is going to be in place in the central United States. Again, this is pretty far out in the future, so it's hard to tell what exactly is going to happen. So yeah, you got some very cold air in the central United States, and then the southeast that has some of that warmer air. And yeah, it's a little too far out right here, but really active weather pattern. Now we're going to look more into that winter storm up here. There is a lot of warnings. Let's clean this out a little bit. Yeah, winter storm warning over there. Blizzard warnings. Here's the blizzard warning. You can pause it if you want. You can see like 8 to 12 inches, like 2 to 3 feet of snow is possible, which is absolutely crazy, especially in those windy conditions. It's not safe to be driving, especially, on Thanksgiving traveling. There's a lot of people driving and flying. So, if you're flying to the north to south or south to north, like Duluth to Pensacola or something like that, just know that there could be some delays and all that because of this winter storm. Lake effect snow is also going on over there and near Lake Erie and those places. So more snow is possible back behind there into Canada. And then as we look, this is kind of the only thing that we need to pay attention to, this winter storm. It's going to continue to move to the east, and that's going to bring some storms in the Ohio Valley up to the northern Ohio Valley into the northeast. Another winter storm is possible in these areas where I just circled, so make sure you watch out for that. We'll keep updating you. If you live in this area that I circled, there's just gonna be nonstop snow all day, and that's where we can see that 12 to 24 inches of snow. You can obviously see that lake effect snow going on right there, and Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, all those areas. Buffalo, you will experience some lake effect snow. If you haven't seen my one of my videos, I posted a video about how lake effect snow forms. Go check it out. Here it is right there on the right side of my screen. So if you want to go look at that, then do it. Now we're looking at southern Texas. Into Houston, we did have those severe storms. Sorry I wasn't able to go live. We're still figuring things out. We should do a test live stream because we just got over 50 subscribers and all that. But yeah, here's future radar for the Texas area. I was just on that. You can pause it. Some snow flurries is actually possible coming into the Kansas City area, as far south as Springfield, actually, Wichita and all those areas. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier in the video. Now we're going to look at wind speeds. Look at Lake Michigan. You can see some really strong winds going on. Better rewind it a little. So definitely Lake Michigan. Some really strong winds, and that's going to cause that lake effect snow. Perfect conditions for really heavy lake effect snow. Now we're looking at snow depth. If you're in the green or blue, that's literally, like, the blue is like 2 to 6 inches of snow, and then the green is like 8 to 12, 8 to 16 inches of snow, and then the yellow is like 1 to 2 feet of snow. So it may not look like much is happening, but just know it's real bad. This is one of our first and strongest winter storms, and so you should pay attention to this. Now we're going to take a look at the tropical storm near India. Here's some satellite images. I'll just kind of let you look at this. So I'm using an app called AccuWeather. It's a nice app. So here it is right there. You can see it's pretty organized, and it doesn't really have an eye, but it's kind of forming. There's another one, color enhanced clouds. And this is water vapor. So definitely you can see the eye and stuff. Now there hasn't been any really hurricanes hitting the Gulf of America, Florida, any of those places. So they're lucky. There hasn't been a single hurricane that went up there and made landfall in the United States. So now let's go to, there's a lake effect snow warning in Lake Erie near those areas. We can see about, 2 to 5 inches of snow. But in these areas near Lake Erie, we can see like 6 to 12 inches of snow in those areas that I just circled. So yeah, a lot of snow, weather going on. Now we're looking at future radar. You can definitely see the obvious lake effect snow going on, especially right on the coast of the lake, where we can see that like 12 to 18 inches of snow. Yeah, right where I'm circling. So yeah, really deep snow with this winter storm, and it's really big. It goes Buffalo all the way to central Minnesota, Duluth, just west of Duluth. So it's a pretty huge. It's really huge. And now it's like this winter storm warning off the coast of Lake Michigan. Yeah, you can see some lake effect snow going on over there. That's about all I have for you about this winter storm. This is a look at the blizzard warning. If you're under any kind of alert anywhere in this winter storm, basically a low wind blizzard if you're not under a blizzard warning. And that's about it for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.